public events, like the ones you have seen into the movies, but there's a big distance between the movies and the reality. There were gladiators fighting, there were lions, there were animals, there were battles at the Colosseum, but not like into the movies, okay? The gladiators were not fighting with the lions, for example. The gladiators were not fighting until the death. Sometimes, yes, they were, also because they'd been fighting for hundreds of years. The Colosseum was built in the 1st century and it was closed in the 5th century. So there's been hundreds of years of shows and events. Some of them became legend, like when they killed the 5,000 animals in a day, or they killed 11,000 men in 100 of days of shows. So there's been records and stories that became legend on the Colosseum. Still today people ask about those things. Did they flood the Colosseum? Did they kill here the animals? So after 2,000 years, the money that the emperors spent to organize shows, they're still bringing up their fame. And we think that in those days, to open the Colosseum for, let's say, a month and give people decent shows, you couldn't do that with less than 1 billion of today euros, because the shows were extremely expensive. You did not see a couple of lions hanging around for the whole day. You saw dozens of them, and dozens were killed. Hundreds were taken to Rome, just the lions, but also dozens of tigers, hippos, rhinos, giraffe, elephants, bears, wolf, cougar, panther, ostrich. I mean, it's faster to name the animals that were not taken here. Let's say the polar bears, the sharks, the kangaroos, and the devil of the Tasmania. And then the other animals were all taken here for the shows. But Rome is not only the Colosseum. Rome is, first of all, the Aurelian walls. I'm talking about the walls we're going through, and this huge pyramid, which was nothing but just a private tomb of a wealthy family. They really wanted to stand out from the other tombs, so they built a pyramid like the Egyptian kings, okay? Yes. So you can see also that the road is much higher than the base of the pyramid. And on my left side, this thing that looks like a castle, it's actually one of the doors to go in, because right after the pyramid, you can see that we have a long wall, and so is on the left. These were the defensive walls of Rome. So right after the pyramid, but maybe easier to look on the left side, you can see what protected the city. So this wall was built in the 3rd century. It's the biggest monument of Rome. It's 19 kilometers long. 19 kilometers long. So we're talking about an extended form of defense